What is going on, boys? Welcome to the very next stream of our classic hardcore playthrough. We are here on our level 11 Paladin Renanas. I did take a little break and did a little bit of reflecting, and kind of decided on how I wanted to handle this channel. The one thing that I did decide is I'm not going to be no longer going to be posting these WoW videos on YouTube as videos. I'm just going to be simultaneously streaming them on Twitch as well as YouTube. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm no longer going to be posting the videos because I feel like they're a little bit boring and I don't feel like editing them. But I do feel like playing the game, and if I'm playing the game, I think it'd be fun to stream it as well. So that's going to continue on, guys. So we're going to be playing WoW in streams only. I may put up, shorts or videos if something really cool were to happen. Otherwise, it's all going to be stream. Now, the next bit, we're going to be uploading some more fighting game footage. We're going to be uploading some Street Fighter as well as some Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1's mostly just going to be... Mortal Kombat 1's mostly just going to be... Where are we here? Mostly just going to be the game itself. So I'm going to probably just play through the story. I'm not really going to I don't know if I'm really going to do ranked, because in all honesty, I don't really enjoy that game as much as Street Fighter. Street Fighter content's coming as well. We're going to be playing Aki, checking out her. I haven't even turned SF6 on in quite a bit, but that's going to be our main content, video content, and then we're also going to do a long game. The one we're working on right now is Baldur's Gate 3, so we're going to continue on with that adventure too. So live streams are going to be WoW. We're going to be putting up multiplayer videos of Street Fighter 6, and we're also going to be playing through Baldur's Gate 3. So that's what to look forward to, gentlemen. The next thing that I think we need to address here is World of Warcraft Classic, guys. So World of Warcraft Classic. I love WoW. I love Classic. I love Classic Hardcore. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I cannot lie about this, and I cannot do this anymore, live this facade. We can no longer play Alliance. Renana's had an adventure. We got to level 11. But in our hearts, we are Horde 100% all day, every day. And I think that was kind of part of the reason as to why I haven't been uploading a lot. So what we're going to do now, boys, is we're going to be doing the very honorable thing of taking Renanas over and letting Hager claim one more victim, guys. We killed Hager on the last video. I'm sure y'all checked that out on the last live stream. We did it in a really interesting way with some partners. It was pretty cool. But today, guys, we are going to be letting Hager claim us and kill us. And then we are going to the dark side, my friends. We are going Horde, and we are staying Horde. For the fucking Horde, boys. For the Horde. So let's go ahead and find that beast and let him do his way with this disgusting Alliance creature. Get rid of that. Keep the... Where is he? So the problem we might have is, we do want it to be Hager, though, man. We do want it to be Hager. I mean, I could just jump into these, because we're on a suicide run right now, guys. That's what we're looking to do. Let's see if we can target him. Tarha. Oh, he is around. Where is he? He's got 666 health. Damn. So I have him targeted, but I don't know where he's at. But nobody's tagged him yet, so that's good. Where are you, my Hager friend? I need you. Oh, we don't want to fight these guys. We want Hager. Hager. Come out to play. You need to claim this victim. There you are. Yell for the Horde. And Hogger, take this Alliance douchebag to town. Take him to town. Let's end it. Here it goes, boys. Where any Alliance scum belongs. In the goddamn grave. That is it, my boys. That is it. Release Spirit. Renana's officially dead. Let it be known, we did not die. We chose to get off the Alliance side. So without further ado, we're going to log out. We are going to delete. No longer want this guy. And like to introduce you to our new main here, guys. So this is our Orc Shaman, my favorite class in Classic. So we are going to be playing the hell out of him. Hopefully we get him all the way up to 60. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's log in. I did just kind of like adjust his UI and shit like that, but I didn't really play him at all. In fact, you see I'm still in the exact position, so I haven't even walked. But let's get going, boys. Let's, you know, we got some playing to do. I am going to turn off... I hope that was interesting for you guys. We did go ahead and kill our main. We are Horde through and through, and we need to keep that shit going, yo. So next, I want to disable the quest reader, the voiceover quest reader for vanilla. Yeah. Just for the simplicity of, I don't think you guys really want to listen to these these quests. We kind of want to just blow through them, and we want to level up. So let's do it, guys. Hardcore hype, boys. Hardcore hype. You just tuned in. Looks like we do have a new viewer. If you just tuned in, we were playing on our human paladin, and we fed him to Hogger purposefully. Because we are through and through Horde. So we're gonna keep this going, guys. We're gonna play Horde. We're gonna crush this. Alright, so we can go ahead and get started. And let's have some fun, guys. So Shaman, I know, is I know this class very, very well. I've been playing Shaman for, since Classic. Since probably about 2004. So I'm very familiar with the class. I know it's kind of really strong at the beginning, and then it kind of falls off. So I'm familiar with that, and it is what it is, guys. But the love for the Shaman, man. The love for the Shaman it reigns supreme. Let's see. We needed to turn on auto loot. So welcome to the channel. I hope you're enjoying. If you want to engage in chat, love to chat with you, homie. Appreciate you for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, or on Twitch, if you want to follow the channel, it really does help out a lot. I would appreciate it, my friend. So yeah, let's go ahead, and we did set up auto loot. Next thing I want to do is I just want to, let's see. We want to add an action bar for at least just 2 for now. So that we can put our heal over here. Yeah. I just like to kind of keep it out of the way. Alright, so now we're good to play, guys. I don't know what the population as far as Horde to Alliance is, but I don't really think that we have much of a endgame goal, to be honest with you all. It's mostly just let's play this game, let's have some fun, and let's play what we enjoy. Let's play Horde. So that's kind of my philosophy behind, once we hit 60, once we ding 60, I don't know if we're gonna, necessarily raid or anything like that. I do have a lot going on in my life. So I just want to have some fun with it, and we're gonna be taking this character as far as we can go, and hopefully we can complete that the classic challenge, man. Hopefully that's what we're praying for, man. I think we can do it. We're just moving around. Just moving around the chat, making sure it's not visible on stream, and also moving the way that I can talk to my viewers here. So let me just check, make sure this works. Hello. So send that out, and it should hit both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, it looks great. All right, boys. So we're good to go, guys. We have good picture here. Probably should do a switch from blue to red back here, but the red doesn't necessarily look at, it doesn't pop as well as the blue. It's a little lighter of a color with these cheap ass LEDs. So we're gonna hang tight here and keep this up. So level 10 is now dead. Let's check it. What did he die to? Herb Gang, Undead Priest, Vile Fin, Muck Dweller. Yes, and Tirisfal Glades. So the old Murlocs claim another soul. We're also going to be creating a bank. Obviously, I think it's smart to have a bank in this, just so that we can, you know, not have to worry about having too much gold on a character if we lose a character. Because you know, goal here, we do want to ding 60. You know, that's our end goal, guys. So we don't want to lose all our progress. We don't want to lose all our shit. If we get anything too great, we want to move it over to a bank just so that we're safe. But we don't have anything on this server. This is brand spanking new, guys. So we just switched from Alliance. This is our only hardcore character right now. I'm going to be probably rolling a few others. We're going to do most likely a warrior, as well as a rogue, and also probably do a warlock as well. Those are kind of my favorite classes. We're going to do them one at a time. And hopefully we stop with our shaman friend here at 60. There we are. Got a few upgrades to put on, so that's good shit. And I don't know if y'all are new and, you know, not really used to the channel here, but we do like to keep it positive. So we're going to be good influences here. Unless you're Alliance, of course. Okay, we got some bracers. That's an upgrade, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that in. So that's our first quest down, guys. So, I noticed that since I switched from Alliance to Horde, there's been a lot less death notifications. And let me know if these are getting annoying. I'll let you know. I'll turn them off. This is just an additional add-on. I think the reason behind that is Horde players don't die as much. That's what I'm going with, boys. Horde.
For the Horde.
Yes, as this homie just said, for the fucking Horde. So we are going to, that's why we're not getting them death notifications. I was seeing 60s die yesterday when I was doing some testing. Like I said, or I haven't said yet, but I was doing some testing on the channel, guys. So did do a lot of settings changes and things like that. So please let me know. If there's any sort of technical issues, if volume is out of sync or doesn't sound right, I'll be watching back a little bit, but you know, I'm not going to sit there and watch my own content all day. So if you see anything out of whack, drop it in the comments, guys. Shoot it over into chat. I would appreciate it. Just helps me to improve my content so that y'all are enjoying it as much as possible. So please and thank you, guys. Please and thank you. Right, so we did. I think I'm going to dump these notifications, to be honest, because they're kind of annoying. I'd rather just look at them up here in the death log. So let's bop that. Let's turn that off. Death log. Death notifications. Unless we can, like, do it where we can, let's see. This is the global chat notifications. Where's the one that I did? I know it's an additional one. I think it's a multiple or a different add-on here. Death log. I don't think it's death log. I think it's something that goes along with it. Let's see here. You know what, guys? I don't think we can be bothered to really global death chat notifications. I think that's it. Yeah. There we go. So that won't pop up anymore. Loktar, hell yeah, my friend. Loktar. For the horde, guys. Alright. So now those notifications will be a little better there. Won't be quite as annoying. And we're going to be collecting some nice cactus apples, boys. You said it best. Loktar. Yeah, I tried to play Alliance. I really did. And it's just like, you know, I'm an older guy. I've been playing this game since it came out. You know, and back in the day, guys, it was Horde versus Alliance. You know, back in the vanilla era, which is, in my opinion, is peak WoW. So I was always Horde. I played Horde pretty much the entire time. So it just feels so much more homey. I love it. Yeah, I hear you. I was trying to get into the Alliance. The reason I kind of rolled Alliance initially, and I did get to like a level 11, was because I started playing this at launch. And I wanted to see what the servers looked like on launch day. And I figure, you know, the human side, you know, human characters are going to probably be the most populated. So when I rolled the first character, when I rolled the Paladin, like, man, it was booming. There were so many people, and it was cool to see. That's kind of why I did it. And also I wanted a little bit of a change, but you know, when you go to the other side and you check things out, you realize it's not always as great. You know, the Horde is the way to go for sure. So stinky gnomes. We like to war stomp our gnomes on this side of the fence, guys. The old days of the battlegrounds, crushing these gnomes. That's the way to go. Right, so we need to find some more apples here. Oh, that's cool, man. I have a Horde logo on my on the back of my laptop, the one I'm playing on right now. And also in my previous car, I had a Horde window cling. It was funny, actually. So I was like on the back, and you know, it was pretty discreet, but it was, you know, a clear red Horde logo. And when I had first got it, I was like, you know, I realized that people were like, I was driving, and some people would like honk at me and shit, and I would be like, what is going on? And then one day somebody honked at me, and then he's like, roll your window down, roll your window down. And I roll down my window, and he just yells out, for the Horde. And I'm like, Loktar Ogar. And it was funny, but then I realized that's why people were like, well, hopefully that's the reason people were honking at me. They were, you know, repping the Horde in public. Gotta love it. And, you know, the one craziest event, one of the craziest things that I had done, like I said, not had done, but that happened to me with this Horde versus Alliance stuff is, I went to Arizona for a buddy's wedding, and I brought my laptop with me so I could play in the hotel. And I had the Horde sticker, like I was telling you, I had the Horde sticker on the back of this laptop. And when it went through TSA, and they had a pamphlet saying, you know, your laptop has been searched, blah blah blah, and then written on the front, was for the Alliance. And I'm like, the disgrace and disrespect. I gotta find that guy and form a complaint or something. But that was something else, dude. That was pretty funny. Alright, so we got all our apples now. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. I just think that there's something about the Horde logo as well that's just such a badass thing. It's one of those things where it's like always kind of contemplated on getting the tattoo or something like that, but kind of decided against it. I know a couple people who do have that tattoo. It's like it's cool, but I don't know. A lot of people do it, so want to be a little unique. But I do love repping the Horde for sure, and I love to see that there's still a little camaraderie between the Alliance and the Horde, because you know, in retail, I feel like the oh, somebody just dinged 60. That's sick. I feel like the blood feud between Horde and Alliance is kind of over in retail. Like, you know, everybody kind of plays together. You have, you know, you have Alliance and Horde working together in battlegrounds and you know, also in dungeons and stuff like that. And I feel like some of the best parts about WoW is just this battle between these two factions, and I love to see it. So that's what I'm hoping for Classic. I'm hoping Classic keeps that alive. Oh man, you see this Tarn Warrior hero fell to his death, level 14 in the Undercity. So I think that the elevators in Undercity may be the #1 claimer of lives. I may have spoke too soon when I said it was Hogger. I forgot about those damn elevators, guys. Yeah, I hear you, man. Cross faction, like, it's a great idea. Like, I get it. You know, people want to play with their friends and they don't want to be limited, things like that. And also, you know, WoW isn't quite as popular as it once was. But like I was saying, there's just some if you're an OG and you've been playing World of Warcraft since 2003, 2004, around 2005, around that time, you have, you know, there's that burning hatred, like man, we're like rival football teams. Thank you, man, appreciate it. Yeah, we're dinging already. We're not gonna die on this guy. We're gonna get him all the way to 60. Okay. So we're just kind of grinding out these squirt bits. That's the one thing that Classic, and I mean, Classic is just such a chill game. That's what I love about this. You know, I feel like the modern WoW is great and all, and I haven't played Modern in a while. I did play through Dragonflight and, you know, went through the pretty much a lot of it, but man, I kind of gave up on it after a little while because I just felt like it was more of the same. It's just really, I don't know, it's just, there's no reward to it. I feel like, you know, I'm not really a fan of mythic dungeons. I'm not really a fan of raiding. So I really like to do, you know, I was a big PvP player back in the day. So back in Classic before BC came out, I think I made it to Legionnaire on an Undead Mage. That was the highest I ever made, but that was kind of the you know, what I enjoyed the most. And I feel like PvP at this point is kind of trash, but I do enjoy the leveling experience of Classic, so that's what I'm back here for. You know, this is good stuff. This is fun. You sometimes forget about these drop rates, man. Crazy. We've killed maybe 10 of these so far, and we have 1 out of 10. There's another. Okay. Just wish it into existence and we'll get them. Yeah, that's cool, man. I even uninstalled retail. I did enjoy Wrath. I'm gonna be honest with you, like Wrath's fun. TBC was fun. I enjoyed them and I played them all the way through. Like I played all the way through these games, through their entire life cycles. There's just something to me about Classic. Like I feel like Wrath was very, very good, but Classic just has like a special place in my heart because it's really what like got me into this game, and I've been playing, you know, on and off for the most part for, you know, 20 years now. So there's just something about Classic, you know, vanilla WoW that can't be beat. So Wrath had a lot of really cool quality of life stuff that they added, which made it much more accessible and fun. And, you know, easy. You know, you had like you know, LFD and things like that. I believe that was added in Wrath. So there's a lot of cool convenience features, but I feel like some of the charm of Classic, of old school MMOs, is like trying to find that group for the dungeon and stuff like that. So I don't know, I guess I'm old school in that way. We got a shield. Do we have a shield equipped? Do now. There we go. A little bit more armor. But you're in Classic Wrath. What class do you play? Class and race? Oh man, Heathen, I appreciate the follow on Twitch, man. I just saw that notification. I see you did about 15 minutes ago. I don't have any like notifications or anything like that on my side. I kind of just am able to see the chat. So man, I appreciate the follow, man. That's cool. Appreciate you. When I jump off here, if you do stream, I'll make sure to give you a follow back for sure. Nice. Yes. Yeah, I would agree. Retail, everything is given to you, and I feel like it's such a grind too. Yeah, I don't really want to talk shit on it too much because I know people do enjoy it, and you know, if people are having fun with the game, that's fantastic. Like, I want everybody to enjoy playing what they're playing, but you know, it is extremely. A lot of things are given to you, like, you know, player power is like, you know, just so inflated, and you know, some of the quests, it's just so repetitive, all the weeklies and the dailies and things like that. You know, after a while it's a slog. So and when it starts to get boring and you feel like, all right, I gotta get my daily quests out of the way, I gotta get my, you know, I appreciate that. I saw that as well, man. Thank you. The other account, that's cool as shit. Yeah, I kind of realized that, you know, all this grinding, all these rep grinding quests, and you're repeating these rep grinding quests, starts to get old after a while. And as far as undead rogue, you know, I like I said, my first real main was an undead rogue. That was the first class I ever got my mount on. But then I rolled mage after that, and then I got into shaman following that. But my next class that I play, if shaman doesn't necessarily work out, if we do have a rest in peace moment, I'm probably gonna do an undead rogue. something so cool about that race, man. The undead is classic. It's probably what I have the most of as far as my level 60s back in the day. And even now today, my main in Dragonflight is actually a Undead Death Knight. Had a lot of fun on him until I, like I said, I dinged max level and then kind of lost interest. What sort of content do you do, Heathen, in Wrath? Are you into raiding or do you do dungeons or PvP? What's your main focus? Can't wait till we hit 40 and we can get some chain on. Get some upgrades here. Alright, finally got our 10 square pit tails, boys. We're gonna go ahead and jump up here and kill the big boy. If we're level for it, I don't remember his level. I remember him being kind of tough from time to time. Like down this way, I think. Yeah, man, PvP is the way to go. Stomping gnomes. That's nothing better. Nothing better. What's your favorite BG? First, you got the tag first. There's nobody in line. That's always nice. I didn't lightning bolt just in case I needed to heal, but that was pretty simple. Alright, we got a back piece. That's good shit. Anytime we get an upgrade is always nice. Wait. Wear mail? No, we can't wear mail. Hell yeah. That's the best. And my favorite is when playing as an undead priest. You know, mind controlling off of the bridges in Alterac Valley is probably one of the funnest things you can do in the game. It just never gets old. Yes, Alterac Valley. Nice. I would agree with you 100%. That is absolutely my favorite BG. It's just such a shame that it's at the point now where it's like a race. And I feel like, I don't know, they say Horde wins, but usually every time I'm playing, I feel like my team always loses. It gets frustrating. It's at the point now where, like, and I feel like it even happened in Wrath. Oh, there we are, Ting Boys. It even happened in Wrath where you really started to the race really started to happen, and then people just started AFKing in the caves. Kind of lost its whole identity. And back in the day, man, there was nothing cooler than doing being in an Alterac Valley for like 6 hours. And it's just like, you're just fighting on, it's just fighting and fighting, and you're trying to summon your elemental. Like back in the day in Classic, like those really long AVs were so much fun. They can't be beat. Also a big fan of Warsong Gulch as well. It's always a fun time in Classic. Yeah, dude, 8 hours, crazy, dude. One time, I was playing an Alterac Valley game on my server. I think it was Lethon was the server, Maybe it was Kilthas. Kilthazad. I don't remember. But yeah, I was playing and I played probably for like 6 hours straight. It was crazy. And at the end of the day, like, I started to get tired, and I'm like, yo, I can't do this anymore. I really got to get some sleep. So I went to sleep, and then, slept a full 8 hours. And then I woke up, and I queued back for AV, and I got in the same exact game. There were still people from earlier. It was still going on, so I did end up finishing it. I just took like a 8-hour break as I slept. Yeah, dude, PvP servers were the way to go back in the day. I love playing on PvP servers. Love ganking Alliance. It's nothing better. I know it was frustrating back in the day when you would get stomped at Hillsbrad by those Alliance scum. That was the worst. But yeah, I always played on PvP servers as well. Oh, we got our peon quest. Sometimes I don't even pay attention when I pick up. I just follow the blips on the map. Which probably isn't the best idea because we need to stay sharp so we don't die. But right now, these starting zones are pretty chill, so. There's something about this game that I feel like is just so relaxing. I guess because I spent so much time playing it. Like, it almost puts you into like a trance. So you can kind of just chill out and just roll through the game and just enjoy yourself and chill out. It's not much better, man. Not much better feeling than this sort of slow pace, grindy sort of stuff. Thank you. Anything for Night Elves. The old my Achilles heel in PvP was always like everybody hated a specific combination. Like, I didn't really hate gnomes as much. What my big hatred was Night Elf, especially female Night Elf hunters. Like, if I was in a BG and I saw a female Night Elf hunter, they were the first ones to be targeted, and I would wreck them. I don't know why. I don't remember. I'm sure there was a reason that there was like that blood feud that had started with me, but I don't know what it was that ignited it. But it's still there to this day. I have never I played a Night Elf for like. The only reason I played a Night Elf is I had a goal at one point during BFA, I think it was, where I wanted to get level capped with every character or every class on both factions. So I had to play a Night Elf just so that I could do the Demon Hunter stuff. To my it was to my begrudgingly I did that. One sec. Sorry, the boss, my wife, she's out of town. She's doing a book convention. She actually wrote a horror book. So she's just setting up a table and stuff like that with some of her friends and her editor. So she starts tomorrow. Should be good stuff. Hopefully she does really well. Super proud. But yeah. Another thing as far as like yeah, that achievement's hard to get, but another thing that like I feel like I really wanted to like Blood Elves, but they remind me so much of Night Elves that I had trouble when TBC came out playing them. And also I just feel like it was weird that the Horde had paladins and that the Alliance got. I'm just such a classic fan that it just didn't make it was weird to me to see a a Draenei Shaman and a Blood Elf Paladin. So yeah, when that happened, I was kind of... I never really played a Blood Elf. I just couldn't do it. When, you know, in actuality, like, you know, elves are pretty... You know, I have no problem with elves in fantasy games. Yeah, dude, definitely. I'll hit you up at some point. And she's just trying to get her... She's getting her workout. She's been writing since high school, so she finally did a self-published book, and she's working on a follow-up for it. So, you know, it's like her first big convention she's going to. They're having a whole bunch of tables and stuff like that, where, you know, a whole bunch of independent horror writers are kind of going to group together, and then they're going to have, you know, they're going to be selling their books and things like that. So it's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be awesome. But I'm on dad duty. I got two kids down here, so gotta keep them alive. Make sure you feed them, all that good stuff. But yeah, her book's been doing pretty well on like Amazon. She published through Amazon. Okay, cool, man. I will hit you up. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. That's cool as hell. And she does as well. Alright, so what are we up to now? So we do have the pick quest in here. Always hate going into caves, because caves, the respawn rates can sometimes be a little painful. Ooh, a level 40 mage died. We got a full inventory. I've actually been streaming, to be honest with you, dude. I started mostly on YouTube, and I've been streaming. I've mostly been doing YouTube videos. I'm a big fighting game fan, so I've been doing a lot of Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat content, things like that. But then I did try and, you know, get into streaming. So this has only been, you know, a couple weeks maybe, where I actually tried to put out content. Sometimes I would stream, but just do like offline streams, and then you know, post them to YouTube as a way to record. But, you know, I figured I'd give it a go. So I bought a capture device. I did all the, you know, bought some equipment, and then we're gonna go sell. And I actually don't use Twitch Studio at all. I kind of just do everything through OBS. So I create, you know, all my artwork and my thumbnails and things like that. And then I do everything through OBS, and I use Restream to Twitch, to stream simultaneously between Twitch and YouTube. So this is up on both right now. And all my socials and everything, my social medias, all that stuff, you know, it's all shared. So everything is James Deadeye. That's my handle just about everywhere. Well, actually, absolutely everywhere.
May your blades never dull.
Is there a good reason to use Twitch Studio? Because I kind of just bumped into it maybe once or twice, just kind of messing around with it. I've been doing everything straight up through OBS. Like what are the pros? How does it help with the stream? Like I said, new to this, trying to figure everything out. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I had heard that. I don't really want to disclose necessarily on stream, but I can't become an affiliate. I can't really monetize my channel just due to my profession. I can't have like any additional side businesses or anything like that. Unless it's approved by the company that I work for. Yeah, I do use a laptop, so it's like a 5 or 6 year old Acer Nitro. Nothing crazy. It's just, you know, just standard gaming laptop. So we're kind of very low budget. You know, all of my equipment here is, I don't think I have a piece of equipment that I paid for. As far as the lighting, the mic, the camera, all that stuff, I don't think anything was over $20. We're very DIY on this channel. Just trying to make it, you know, just having fun with it, man. I'm not really trying to make it. And I know it's like some people are like a bummer, and I could probably go through, you know, HR to try and get approval to become an affiliate for, because it has nothing to do with what I do for a living. It's kind of just a pain in the butt. I'm kind of just doing this for fun. That's really the reason I want to stream, and the reason that I want to you know, post YouTube videos and things like that. It's nice to see the numbers go up, and it's nice to you know, meet new people such as yourself. But at the end of the day, I play games, and I've been playing games since I was like 4 years old, and that's, you know, just my biggest passion in life, and that's what I want to just continue to do. And I feel like streaming just, you know, adds another layer of enjoyment to it. So that's kind of what I've been doing, just doing this for fun at this point. Yeah, that's good to know. I know that I can also, because I do have like a capture card, so I'm sure I could reduce some of the load on the laptop if I, you know, kind of set it through the capture card, I think. Not really super tech intelligent here, but I feel like it's okay. I feel like quality is pretty good. I feel like the sound is pretty good. I feel like, you know, I'm not really dropping too many frames from what I can tell. So it looks like since I've been streaming for an hour and 16 minutes, and we have only dropped 116 frames, so that's 0.1%. I feel like it, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously I can't see what you see, but, you know, things look okay for the most part. Like the quality's not too shabby. Audio levels and things like that are, you know, for the most part okay. Do you feel like there's anything that I can do to easily improve? Like, is there anything that you any glaring issues that you can see? Okay, it looks good. Perfect. Yeah, I've been like I've been doing my best to like dial these settings in, and pretty happy with how it's been going. It's literally been some alerts, yeah. Definitely agree with that. It's just a matter of haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So, you know, I do things in pieces. So I'll get the camera going, and then I'll get, you know, and then I got the, you know, I've got the mic, and, you know, I was using the headset. So it's like kind of just bought things in bits and pieces. And I know alerts would be helpful to get set up for sure. And I will get around to that, because this is actually probably the first night since, when Classic Hardcore first launched. I think I played 2 nights in a row. I streamed, but this is like the first night that I'm actually trying to, you know, really just make progress streaming. Not necessarily, because my goal was always like, I want to get YouTube views and things like that, get subscribers. That was kind of what I was trying to do. So I would just kind of record this content on stream. Don't want to. And then post the videos, try to get some more traction. But, you know, I figured that, you know, this is fun to do, and I want to play WoW, and if I'm playing, I might as well record it and, you know, get some people to talk to. So, not everything needs to be a video. But yeah, that'll be my next step. I think I will look into alerts. I don't know how that works with using like recasts and things like that, so I'll have to look into it. But yeah, that's a great suggestion. I appreciate it, and I'm glad to hear that things look good and sound good and everything, because it's honestly kind of like a hassle with OBS, at least just with OBS, trying to get everything together, because I've been trying to dial in my settings so that there's very minimal switching between when I'm playing console games and when I'm playing PC games. So the only PC game I'm going to play is WoW Classic, but I do play PS5, stream PS5 as well. So like the tough part for that has been like, you know, to find like universal settings where you're not going to get delays and stuff like that between console and between PC. And that's been pretty trying, but I think I finally got everything dialed in for the most part. I'm gonna face pull this guy so we don't get the additional. It's weird to not have an interrupt. I actually like uninstalled WoW for a bit because I got so frustrated because the sound levels when I would jump between console and PC, it just really bugged me. It just never nothing ever matched up, and that was so frustrating. Oh, that's cool as shit, man. That's so awesome to have somebody who wants to kind of help out and do stuff like that. Me personally, like I've been, he's gonna go pick up the pick when I did all the work. Me personally, like I did all the work. I did a little bit of Canva stuff just for like the intros and stuff because I'm just like, I don't really want to spend too much time, but I do a lot of the artwork and stuff on my streams, the overlays and stuff like that. You know, I do all that myself. I don't really. I find it fun. I did. It should probably hark back. Let's see. Yeah, I did. I went to school for not necessarily graphic design, and I'm not a graphic designer by any means, but you know, I've dabbled in you know, using like, you know, I don't use Photoshop, but I use GIMP. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Starting to learn video editing and things like that too. Yeah, trust me, dude. There is a lot to. Like, initially, when I started making YouTube content and started, you know, thinking about streaming and all that stuff, my thought process was like, I'm gonna do this as low tech as possible and make it as easy as possible. I'm not creating thumbnails. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So I started when Street Fighter 6 first launched. I started creating content for it. And I just had it on the PS5, and I used the PS5, you know, general streaming. I didn't even have a camera or a mic. I just, you know, put content out, and then I started to have fun with it. It got to the point where like, oh, this is cool. This is fun to do to stream content and stuff like that. So I started to actually enjoy, like putting a little bit more effort into the videos. I feel like it let me be creative for like creating. You know, I know you're on the Twitch side, but like on the YouTube side, I have some, you know, thumbnails and things like that, and you know, I feel like I spend more time working on my stream content, so my artworks and my intro videos and my subscribe at the end and all my editing and stuff like that. I feel like I spend more time doing that than the actual games and themselves sometimes. But that's part of the fun, man. That's part of the fun. For me, at least. I try to be a creative person, and I find a lot of joy in just you know, messing around with that sort of stuff. Yes, I think simple but fun is probably the way to go, and sometimes I feel like I take it a little bit too seriously. So I think you're onto something doing it that way. see here. All right, so we got our shaman quest for our first totem. But we didn't do any training. Sorry, I've been like... I don't even remember where the shaman trainer is here. Mage trainer. Honestly, my friend, I do not really have a set streaming schedule. It's honestly just like when I can do it. Simply because I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. So I'd like to be able to commit to, and on top of that, a 9-to-5 job. So I'd like to be able to commit to a specific schedule, but it's just a matter of like, I don't want to add so much pressure to where it's no longer fun. Where if I'm because I started with a streaming schedule in mind when I first started, and I realized, you know, playing through, it's like it's no longer fun if I jump on when I feel like playing the game. I have a way better time than just being like, oh, all right, I have to start streaming at 8 o'clock. Well, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because that's when my content, you know, that's when my schedule is. Start to feel a little less like a hobby and just, you know, doing this for fun and more of a job. And, you know, I wanted to avoid that. So I ditched the schedule, and I've been having a lot more fun since I did that. So to answer your question, no, I don't have a streaming schedule. I just play when I have the time and when I actually feel like playing, and I try not to put too much pressure on the content to make sure that I'm having fun with it. That's true. That's true. It isn't work if you enjoy what you do. You're right in that, but it's also after a long days at work, if you know, sitting down and playing WoW doesn't sound like fun to you, then, you know, because you have your days where you feel like doing it, you have your days where you don't feel like doing it. So yeah, sometimes, you know, may want to play games and, you know, kind of just chill out, but sometimes, you know, a long day at work, you know, you just want to spend time with the kids and things like that. You know, sometimes, you know. Yeah. Well, I wish I had more time in my hands, my friend. So enjoy it while you got it. Because, man, I think you mentioned you had a wife. If y'all ever have kids, it definitely takes up a big chunk of your life. I feel like, oh, ADHD, man. Oh, my wife has that too, and it's brutal. It's brutal. I'm sorry. I'm sure you've been dealing with that for quite a while, man. Probably all your life. Let's see. I don't remember how to get to this quest. My call to the earth. I thought it was like up through one of these paths. I should probably just read this shaman quest here. It's like mindlessly walking here. Oh, that's cool, man. My wife is like, she's amazing, but she's not a gamer. Go back up to the road. It's up this way. Yeah, I thought it was up this way too. My wife is not a gamer. I thought it was like over here. She doesn't understand the appeal of playing games. That's all good. This road, the main area, is it like? Yeah, this says a hidden path, so I think this is where you're supposed to go. Man, it's been a long time since I started off a shaman. So I want to jump down. Like over here? Oh, okay. Maybe it's over this way. Oh, there we are. Thanks, my man. I kind of just go brain dead and go brain dead and just walk around. I see the question mark on the map and just keep hitting jump and nothing happens and realize that I'm wasting everybody's time. Alright. I don't remember what this quest entails. I think you have to kill like an elemental. And we have to drink this potion, right? Okay. So all the earth is complete. So we just bumped that back over there. Oh, sick. Okay. I think for the fire totem it was more difficult. There was a kind of tough class quest. I already used my Hearthstone. Oh man, the Burning Blade Medallion. The quest nobody looks forward to. Hey man, it's all about you know, keeping your crowd engaged and you know, into your content, I guess, at the end of the day, right? So if it's not too overwhelming, I guess it's the right thing to do if you can bear it. But at the end of the day, yo, if you're not happy doing it, you got to figure out, you know, figure out if it makes sense for you. Let's see here. Do you do YouTube stuff as well? Well, the raging is exactly what the people like, man. Especially when it comes to classic. I feel like, or excuse me, classic hardcore. YouTube's pretty fun. I'm gonna be honest. As far as classic hardcore, man, everybody wants, you know, most people want to see me die, right? And they want the reaction. So it's really where that's where the fun is. All right, so we got our totem. Shit. I realize that I have to put this on. So I like to usually bind this to F1, but I'll bind it. That's fine. Stone skin totem. Put that on too. Okay. We got our earth shock as well. I bought the skills and then I didn't end up even using them. Sometimes I focus, and then like when I'm focused on something, like having conversation with, you know, with you and stuff like that, it's like not really necessarily paying close attention. So I trained the skills and then I didn't use the skills. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if you were tuned in for the beginning of the stream, but I've actually not lost a character on Classic Hardcore purposefully. I did have an Alliance character that I fed to Hogger. But I did, yes you are, thank you. And I'll get there, you know, learning this whole streaming thing. Yeah, I fed him to Hogger, and just because I wanted to get back on, I wanted to play Horde. But I did play a little bit of hardcore when it was, you know, just the add-on, the hardcore add-on. And I had 2 characters. I think I got to like level 8 and then level 9 before they died. It was super bummer. Especially like because the level 9 was a hunter, so I was like, it's gonna be easy once I get to level 10 and I get my pet. Like then I'm gonna be good to go. And I died at 9, like right when I was about to level. I just got careless. So. But I see some clips of people losing some pretty. They put a lot of time into these characters, and I can't imagine how much that sucks to lose a character that you put so much time invested in. So what were the tunes that you lost the other night, man? What levels were they? Oof. Oh, that is, oh, that's brutal. Within 2 hours. Well, hopefully it ends up on the Rage compilations and you get a couple million views on it or something, because I know they go pretty viral. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, that is like my one fear. And that's why I, even before, actually I don't think I did it yet, but I am going to be creating a bank alt. Yes. So any sort of items that, because I could die at the end of this. This is a pretty, this Burning Blade medallion can be kind of dangerous of a quest. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some bank alts created here. Here's a corpse right here. Somebody who didn't survive this. Yeah, that's gonna be my goal. Is to make sure that I always have a bank alt and I'm sending everything of value to that bank alt, because I would rather not lose too much. Here's our mob here. You want to group up, my friend? Yes. All right, let's do it. So that we can, we don't have to wait for the respawn. That's the way to go. I really don't have any shame in grouping, to be honest with you. I don't feel like it's as taboo as it once was, but, but it's just a matter of like quests like that, where obviously I was in good shape. I would have taken down that mob without any issue. But my thing is like, I don't want to have to fight for the tag and then, go through all that. That's just annoying. So I'd rather group for stuff like that if somebody's willing to group with me. That way we can both get credit and we can just move on with our lives. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with people who straight up only group. That's cool too. Like, you do you. There's really no limitations. Like, the classic hardcore community is, they're cool, but some of the people who've been playing back on the Blood Cell Buccaneers days and things like that, they're a little more strict on their rules. They say no guild banks, no trading, no this, no that, no groups. And it's like, just have fun with the game. If you want to set goals, that's fine, but don't shame others for being cool with grouping or something like that. This is just you do you and let others enjoy the game the way they want to enjoy it. What server do you play on for classic hardcore? Down. Oh, that's cool as hell, man. First, that's really cool. I love that idea. Yeah, Skull Rock, I'm on Defias because I'm on the East Coast, so wanted to have as little ping as possible. But I love that raffle idea, man. That's cool as hell. And 600k gold in retail. That'll buy you some game time, so you can play classic without having to pay. Oh, that's cool, man. I like that idea. What's your, like, who's the close? Do you have somebody who's pretty getting closer? Or getting close, I should say. Oh, wow. It's always a mage that, the AoE farming is super OP. What's your highest tune? Do you have anything other than the 3 that you lost? Or are you kind of back to square one right now? I gotta get some weak auras to remember these buffs. We are almost out of the starting zone. I think that's the way to go, man. I feel like it's take it easy, take it slow. That seems to be the way to go. You know, I don't know. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. I could die pretty soon. Who knows? But I think playing it safe is probably a good idea. I was contemplating once I finish up here to bump over and rather than, you know, continuing on with these quest lines and kind of moving through barons and things like that, I was kind of contemplating on bumping over to the undead starting zone and doing like green quests so that I can get XP and, you know, don't necessarily have to, you know, just for the sake of being more careful. I'd rather take extra time and not die. That's because that's at the end of the day, that's the goal, right? Is to not die. So I was debating on that. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not.
With honor.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to play tired. I think that was the reason that I lost my level 9 hunter. Yeah, stay away from... Yeah, the son of Aragal, right? But there was, I have some PTSD flashbacks from days of Classic with the Sons of Aragal. And, yeah, I definitely, don't want that to happen. But yeah, I was thinking, you know, I will do Barons because I do love the Barons quests. But I was thinking about just kind of, you know, going through Brill. Oh, those pants are a downgrade, but they're an upgrade stats. But man, little shorts, got some booty shorts going. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about going through like Brill and stuff like that after I finish up. I really like the undead area because that's like where I played mostly. The only thing that's going to be a pain in the ass with that is obviously I'm going to have to travel back and forth every time I get hit 2 levels. So, but I really love the undead starting zones. I've done them dozens and dozens of times. Just for a matter of familiarity and just fun, I'll probably end up leveling mostly there, and then, you know, bump over to Barons when applicable. But yeah, you say you do too. Yeah, I think those are the best. Like my opinion, the undead starting zone is my favorite place. I just love all those quests. I can do them over and over again. I've done them countless times. The lore, yeah, the lore is great. The lore is great. I love you know, Undead's my favorite race in the game. The only reason it's like kind of Undead's my favorite race, but Shaman's my favorite class. So unfortunately, we don't have Undead Shaman. So what can you do? But, and you know, orcs are always cool. Like there's nothing wrong with an orc, my friend. Like orcs are the shit. I love orcs. But something about undead is just amazing. Amazing race, amazing fantasy behind it. You know, after this character, I may actually do a, like I was saying, like an undead rogue or an undead warlock. I feel like undead, probably, in my opinion, undead make the coolest looking casters in the entire game. Warlocks and mages, like undead, are second to none.
McGraw, be safe.
We are officially out of the noob zone. On to Duratar leveling now. That's good stuff. I gotta remember for like streaming purposes, 'cause it's so ingrained in my DNA since I've been playing this game for so long, to jump every 2 seconds, because that's just what WoW players do. And I feel like that probably doesn't read well on on stream, so I might have to try and be a little more cognitive to get rid of that.
Who you be? Hello, man. Be seeing you.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, yeah, I think I heard a little bit about that. I'm gonna be honest with you, like undead are cool, and I this may be controversial, but I do really like the no bones option that they included in Shadowlands. I really do like the way that the undead look with no bones, and I would not be opposed to having like an upright posture. I would be cool with that. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it wouldn't make any sense though. I feel like it wouldn't make any lore-wise sense for undead really to be shaman or anything like that. You know, there's really no need for it. But if they did something else, if they, you know, combined classes, yeah, maybe that would work. I don't know. I feel like Blizzard at this point, they're kind of just like, give the people what they want. Let's just do whatever. Who cares? Sort of thing. Like, oh, people want druids. Every class, you know, Death Knights. People like Death Knights. Everybody loves Death Knights. Every class can be a Death Knight now. I feel like that kind of takes away the specialness of the class. You know, especially like shaman and druids and things like that, where they're kind of limited as to how many actual races can actually make those classes. Right. Bagged toast. Yeah, Tauren Rogue. I feel like back in the day, dude, Tauren Rogue was actually like a meme that people were joking about. And then when they actually became true, it's like, you know, because I remember seeing like artwork of like a big Tauren trying to hide behind a little tree or something. It was funny back in the day, but they actually did it. And hey, if they want to do that to keep the fans happy, you know, I'm all for it. That's cool. But you know, what are your thoughts on Classic Plus? I know there's been some talk that there may be some sort of Classic Plus stuff going. Would you like to see that actually happen? You think that, or you think Blizzard would just totally fumble it? Yeah, so Classic Plus is so it was initially done by some private servers. Well, maybe this isn't the exact place in which it started, but a private server called Turtle WoW got really big, and a couple others got really big as well, where they take the classic game and then they add to it. So independent artists and independent developers, they'll add additional quest lines, additional raids, additional races. So they have like ogres and murloc, and you know, all these as playable races, and you know, different you know, new characters, new classes, but all using the classic gameplay. Yes, that is one of them. I hear that Blizzard is contemplating, so, and what people are calling that is Classic Plus. For me, I'm like all for it. I think if it's fun, it's fun, but just don't force it on like the hardcore servers. And always, I feel like as long as Blizzard always keeps, like, I feel like they need 4 servers. Yeah, about 4 servers to never change. So they need a classic vanilla server. They need a Wrath server, classic, and those 2 would be untouched. And then hardcore servers should be straight up just vanilla, in my opinion. And then obviously the retail servers. And then anything else they want to add, that's fine. But you know, don't mess with those 4 because I feel like those 4 are going to be key. But I wouldn't be opposed to even like hardcore. Was it like hardcore Wrath or anything like that? I think that'd be fun. I know with Wrath they definitely nerfed the level times from 1 to 60, so it wouldn't necessarily. I don't know if it would be more interesting or less interesting, but it would be fun. Yeah, absolutely, dude. You know, I feel like it wouldn't really make a lot of sense for retail to have a hardcore, but all of these servers, I would be down. I would be down for TBC hardcore. I think that'd be great. Let's see, so we have alchemy. We have. I think in this class, I think for hardcore in general, the power play as far as professions is just engineering and, you know, mining, so we can get target dummies and dynamite. That's the way to go. So I'll probably run to Orgrimmar at some point and pick that up. Yeah, but yeah, so I think let's see, I think we can bump to Org. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that, you know, once Cataclysm came out, like that was really the, you know, people started to get sick of the game at that point. So I wouldn't go past Wrath. I don't think there's really much of a need for, you know, I don't think the fans are really begging to play classic Cataclysm. It was. I think if anything at all, for an additional server, I think a lot of people are clamoring for to play. I'm just gonna run from this guy because I don't feel like killing him. I think a lot of people are dying to play Legion again. I think that had a really big following behind it. Personally, for me, I didn't really like it too much, but I wasn't really in the game at that time. I know a lot of people love Legion. It's one of their, you know, it's always ranked on one of the highest, in the highest regards. So. I think that it would be a pretty smart move of Blizzard to give the fans what they want, as far as that goes. I'm actually just gonna run to Razor Hill and get to the inn, and then that might be my end of stream tonight. Yeah, the Legion Hall, the class halls were fun. I had a lot of, I didn't like, the one thing I didn't like about it, like, it was cool to have the artifact weapons, but then it was also kind of lame that everybody was walking around with Doomhammer. So it was hit or miss. I feel like it definitely made it very, very casual friendly, and I feel like that was cool. The rogue class hall, yeah. I didn't. When I was playing through Legion, I'm trying to think. Oh man, I think I was Warlock. It's been a long time. That was one of the Legion. To be honest, Legion is one of the ones that I wasn't necessarily playing as much as I was in the past. So I you know, like any WoW player, I had my my time where I would play and my time where I'd take a break, so I just didn't get too burnt out. And Legion, I didn't play much of Legion. I basically played Legion when BFA came out, and I was leveling to go to the BFA content, stuff like that. So I wasn't there for launch or anything like that, I don't believe. I quit WoW. I quit WoW when I think at the right before Cataclysm hit, and then I heard, you know, not so good things about it, so I figured it wasn't really worth coming back. I'll check the next expansion. And I heard, you know, horrible things about, you know, well, Miss. I heard, you know, there's great things about Miss Pandaria, but also, you know, it had its pandas, which whatever. And you know, I came back to the game. I skipped Warlords because I heard nothing but bad things. And then when BFA came back,
What are you looking for?
to be honest, it was funny because BFA. The reason I started to get back into retail, is because of Classic. Because Classic came out when BFA was around, and that's what I wanted to play. I wanted to play Classic, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm resubbing to play Classic, so I might as well check this retail out. And that kind of got me back into it. And I played through Shadowlands. I played through about half of BFA, and then I played through Dragon Flight as well. But yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't have any where I switched to Alliance. I think my highest Alliance... Well, I did... You know, I leveled tunes in Alliance, but I never mained anyone. I never did anything other than level and then log out once I hit level cap. Just so I could reach that goal. I just don't like the towns. I know a lot of people have a soft spot for Stormwind as well as Ironforge. But, I mean... The Horde capital cities, in my opinion, are just way better. The Horde zones are way better. The Horde quests are way better. It's just the characters look cooler. It's just, you know, everybody has their preference. But I don't think I never really jumped ship. Ever. Try and stay pretty diehard. Yeah, man. I mean,
Speak, friend. Go to victory.
I mean, I hear you. Zol wasn't very good. You're right. Kultaras was very cool, and Zolzadar was not so cool. I completely agree with that. But at the end of the day, like, the way that I looked at it is, I played Shaman, so it was really all about getting to that area, getting to the innkeeper at the city, and then, you know, you have your Hearthstone and you have your other way to Hearth. I forget what the Astral Recall. So you know, I just go do my quests and I Hearth myself around and recall myself around. So. You know, it wasn't too painful, to be honest. Like, I know it wasn't the best city, but, you know, I didn't necessarily hate it. So we're gonna pick up mining for the sake of engineering.
For the Horde.
I really like that. That was one of the one of the things that almost got me to go Alliance at one point was the Kulturian humans. I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but their Shaman classes looked really cool. The big fat Santa guys, and I thought that was really cool. But I at the end of the day, I think Zandalari trolls are probably one of the coolest races in the game as well. So, you know, Horde didn't really miss out too much. But, Horde did get a lot of furries with those damn, those furries. Furry gnomes. That was not a nice addition to the game in my book. That's another reason that you could consider, going... I can't get to this. go in alliance just so you can stomp on some Vampira, whatever, Volpera. I forgot that totems used to fill your bag. Yeah, I can see that. I think it's just there's just like people who are complaining that Horde was too like, all the characters were too ugly, and then Alliance, all the characters were too pretty. And I know that like early concept art for Worgen for Alliance, like they were much more furry-esque, and then there was like an outcry, and they redesigned them to be a little bit more ferocious and things like that. And then we got stuck with goblins, which is like whatever. I actually kind of like, you know, I had a soft spot in my heart for goblins, to be honest, because they're all about that money, and I like that. I like their starting zone. That's true. That's true. I mean, if you look at the data, by far, I think at this point, Blood Elf is the #1 played class or race in the game. I think that's pretty much factual at this point. I think they've overtaken human in just about everybody. So, yeah, they don't really need a second race. You're right on that. But I much prefer, just my personal opinion, much prefer pre-TBC before we had Blood Elves. We had our orcs, we had our trolls, we had our Tauren, we had our undead. That was my preference. Alright, so we picked up mining. We also went ahead and we made this our home, so we are officially out of the starting zone. We'll probably go ahead and grab engineering from Orgrimmar, because I don't think there's any in Razor Hill, and then we'll start doing some of these quests. Maybe do the Undead Zone next time we pick up. But you know, Heathen man, it's been great. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being so engaging in chat and everything. It's, you know, this has been awesome. I appreciate you, man. But I do think I need to call it a night before I get too sloppy and end up getting myself killed. I feel like this is kind of a good place to stop. So I do appreciate you tuning in, man. That's been great. Thank you. And again, appreciate the follow, all that good stuff. Yeah, you have a good night, man. It's been a pleasure, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon, and I'll definitely check out your streams as well. So yeah, thank you again very much for everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night and end stream. But you have a good night, my friend. Take care.